The Democratic Republic of Congo's military on Monday accused Rwanda of invading its territory after a key border town fell to M23 rebels. An army spokesman vowed that Kinshasa would take back Bunagana as tensions between the two neighbors reached new highs. After witnessing huge setbacks suffered by their soldiers on the ground, the Rwandan Defense Forces have this time, and in the open, decided to violate the sovereignty of our border and the integrity of our territory by occupying the border town of Bunagana this Monday. This is nothing less than an invasion of the DRC, and the armed forces of the Democratic Republic of Congo will take all the necessary measures to defend their territory.
Tireront toutes les conséquences qui s'imposent et défendront la patrie.
There was no immediate reaction from the government of Rwanda, but Kigali has strongly denied accusations over the years that it supports the M23 rebels. In a statement, the rebels vowed to hold on to the town until Kinshasa agrees to new peace talks.
Now, fighting broke out overnight in the border region of DR Congo and Rwanda near the city of Goma. Reports say it was down to clashes between the Congolese armed forces and the M23 militia group. M23 emerged out of a 2013 Tutsi rebellion in DR Congo that was supported by Rwanda and Uganda at the time. Now, last night's fighting north of Goma city comes a day after Rwanda's army said rocket shelling from Congolese armed forces had struck areas inside Rwandan territory. Civilians injured in those clashes. Now, DR Congo's government has yet to respond to the statement. The result so far, thousands were sent fleeing the violence in and around Nyiragongo. Some fled to Goma itself, others over the border into Rwanda. Let's take a listen to some reactions of those impacted by the violence.
We are fleeing the fighting that broke out in Kibumba 2 hours ago. We have been told to evacuate the village. That's why we are leaving. We asked President Felix Yiseka'yah to help us, to tell us where we can find shelter, because we have lost everything.
We are tired of war. Our kids are dying. Our husbands are being killed. We've lost everything. We're poor. We can't work our fields because we're forced to flee all the time. We demand that President Yiseka'yah negotiate with his counterpart so that people don't die anymore and we can live in peace.
Rwanda's Ministry of Defense says DRC fired 2 rockets into the western part of its country on Friday, causing no casualties but terrifying the population at the border. In its statement, the ministry says it is the 3rd such attack since March. Tensions between the 2 Central African countries have been on the rise as Kinshasa accuses its neighbor of backing M23 rebels, sending this week 500 soldiers in eastern DRC, something Rwanda denies. DRC's National Army has been fighting against M23 insurgents, considered a terrorist group in eastern Congo, for a decade, and violent clashes have been occurring since May. Rwanda and the DRC have had tense relations since the genocide in Rwanda in 1994. Kinshasa regularly accuses Rwanda of sending troops into Congo to support M23 rebels. Kigali has been requesting a regional investigation since the end of May.
La RDC n'a pas besoin seulement de politiciens. La RDC a besoin d'un guide éclairé, un guide avec l'esprit dictatorial juste. C'est-à-dire un homme qui va faire la dictature dans la justice, qui va imposer les choses au lingo lingate et zabongo. C'est-à-dire, j'ai besoin de quelqu'un qui viendra dire Namoni Congo batu batikali bolumbu trop mutaka les autres tambola na ba téléphone bana ba baby si je ferme les réseaux sociaux. C'est ces dirigeants là que j'attends. Un dirigeant, lorsque le Rwanda azosala ba bêtise, un dirigeant qui fait décoller nos avions de guerre, à faire décoller yango to kena frontière to survoler to beti to zongi. Israël a dominé bino obo kopiaka. Israël, lorsqu'on se mesure à Israël, à de quoi il est capable. L'Israël n'est pas le peuple de Dieu, n'est-ce pas? L'Israël, c'est le peuple de Dieu. Mais Dieu est un Dieu de pardon. Mais pourquoi Israël ne pardonne pas? Israël, lorsque tout va mal, ça la rani. Bino, RDC, chaque jour, je ne citerai les noms de personne, je m'adresse à personne, je parle ici librement tant que père spirituel. Je m'adresse à mes enfants, on abimaki na tikibino na zongi, na rosura na bino. Je m'adresse à tout le monde. Le problème de la RDC, c'est nous-mêmes. Aujourd'hui, nous avons les Nations Unies pour nini. Droit international les alliés au botanga ba ebisabino soki ba betio défendre toi d'abord avant ba pays au signer na bango ba convention na ba traité ba ya kusunga yo bundana défendre notre territoire. Na cadre de défense na légitimité na matisi avion na zuba char na tandi ndi.
Boboto papa nangai. To uti kolanda matea o papa te biso lelo par rapport à Maïmaza ou les Kanamboka, Bandeko Baza ou Koufana Est, bino d'une manière personnelle ou particulière, Bokangi nini na matière à l'élo papa.
Bon, la matière papa Tei, les autres Sake, Aza vraiment vrai patriote, Oyo Aza na souci, ya Mboka na ye. Tozolo bage papa, Motina mi Nzambe, Nzambe Aza po na école te. Nzambe azali pona mokili mobimba ezateke pona bisoka bana lumière aza pona mokili mobimba yango wana susi wana oyo aza nango yango atalisi epai na biso ba Masambukidi ke biso nyonso esengeli tozala na susi ya mboka na biso tozala na susi ya bandeko na biso oyo bazokufa. C'est vrai ndenge alobi ke biso tozolia tozomela tozobina mais kuna na est moyen babina moyen bamela ezali te.